Hello, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another 1v1 brought to you by Youth for the Pwnanza team. And this is not going to be a Pwnanza game, this is just going to be a game from the Stephano replay pack, which is going to be Stephano. Here it's going to be the red Zerg here at the 3 o'clock position in the Shattered Temple, and he's going against Trauma, the blue Terran here at the 12 o'clock. This is in the Korean server. This Trauma guy could actually be a Smurf of someone else. We cannot really know, so let's just say he's going to be Trauma, the blue Terran here at the 12 o'clock, and Stephano's going to be seeing this location pretty quickly with the Overlord. Now the question is, will Trauma actually send an SCV to see this Overlord or not? And meanwhile, Trauma is going to be getting the supply depot right here, and Stephano, he knows it's a CVT, probably will go for a hatchery first. Trauma not sending the SCV, so that is interesting. Sending it it's basically free to send the SCV, doesn't cost you anything, and you can actually find the Zerg player. An interesting thing though that we've been noticing in the last few months is that Terran has stopped scouting early and trying to deny your hatchery. That's basically stopped. Okay, now Trauma does see the Overlord, and Stephano's going to see the gas. So what I was saying, Terran has stopped trying to deny your hatchery for some reason. If they know where you are, if like you send an SCV and you see this Overlord coming, why not send an SCV and deny the expansion? I mean, isn't it better to stop an expansion from going down if you can avoid it? Well, I don't know why Terrans don't do it anymore. I am a Zerg player myself, so I can't really tell. But either way, Stephano is going to be going over to 16 workers and then dropping the spawning pool, probably going for a gas shortly. And Stephano, strangely enough, has seen the gas. But still went for a pool before a gas, so that is interesting. Usually what I see is that gas goes before the pool. But I don't know. So here is a tech lab. Maybe wow, that would be amazing. Maybe Stephano has seen the timing of this gas and knows what could be coming his way. And it is going to be a Reaper and expand, bringing 2 SCVs over here to drop the bunker. And probably will expand behind this if he can. And this hatchery is about to complete. The spawning pool is about to complete as well. And we're going to be seeing lings and queens all over the place. One thing about Stephano though, he does not like his drone transfer. And this Reaper is approaching the area very quickly. Oh, units can pass through. Yeah. Wow, Stephano, will he be able to defend this? I mean, this bunker is not completed, and another bunker is coming, and he's only going to be able to make lings from now. He has even stopped mining gas, as to have more drones in the minerals. So yeah, 1 Reaper's over here, 2 Reapers now in the bunker, and this hatchery is going to fall at surprising speeds. I mean, killing that bunker is not actually going to do anything, because they can't just move over to another location, another bunker. But Stephano is able to defend this very nicely. Third Reaper coming for the Trauma guy, and these Reapers are actually pretty dead because the bunker is going to go down. Yep, and the Reapers will not be able to join this bunker once again. 3 Reapers are out now. Mass Reaper not gonna work so well in the current patch. Anyways, over 100 gas has been mined, and metabolic boost is now being researched by Stephano in a command center. Double command center actually coming from Trauma, so very nice amount of pressure, and trying to recover the money he lost with an aggression by planting down 2 command centers, and that will indeed allow him to call double mules, actually triple mules, and of course make more SCVs, and of course get this expansion as well when he wants to. Factory going down over here, and another factory here, so it's going to be double factory. Will we see Blue Flame Hellion and Reactor Hellion, or will it be just a standard mech play with tanks and Thors and Hellions and all sorts of mechanical OP units? We will see. 16, actually, only, strange, only 15 drones over here in the minerals, and this base is also getting saturated. Spine Crawler over here, and the Creep Tumor will soon be advancing, as you want to creep ASAP if you're against Saren, because of course you are going to be having a lot of lings, and that is going to mean that you need a lot of creep so that your ling is moving faster. And indeed, it is going to be just 2 factories, one of them without a reactor, but it is going to be Blue Flame Hellions. This bunker right here is kind of defending this base against lings because of the 3 Reapers and Marine. And of course, these Hellions will be able to do a lot of damage as soon as they do have the Blue Flame double Evo Chamber coming as well, and a Roach Warren. So Stephano definitely knows what's coming, and indeed, no, he did not scout any of that, actually, so that is pretty interesting. I wonder why he is going for a Roach Warren. That is pretty interesting. We don't usually see that from Stephano, but I guess he is expecting something like this. I do not know why. And double upgrade coming, and notice that even though he's expecting Hellions, he's not going for the range attacks, which is what you would go against mech. So he doesn't really know if it's mech or not, but he's expecting some sort of Hellion aggression or something like that, Hellion Marine or something like that. I've actually, in his streams, seen quite a lot of times that he does get Roaches to defend the Marine Hellion aggression, because Roaches are so tanky. Here comes an Engineering Bay, though, for Trauma, going to be getting those upgrades, and of course the Siege Tank is also on the way. Siege Tanks are now being made, and this is going to be, indeed, mech barracks used to build them add-ons, and 3 command centers around. Roaches around for Stephano now, but these aliens are not stopped from killing the Creep Tumors, so not much to do there, Stephano. I'm sorry about that, but your Creep Tumors are going to get denied, and this creep is slowly going to recede. And 2 Reapers die for essentially nothing. That is not that interesting to do. But the creep is receding, and these Hellions are going to be able to deny that once again, should he want to. 9 drones in production, and this hatchery has also been taken. Lings had killed these rocks, and now this hatchery is on the way. Oh, but of course this Reaper does jump over there, or over there, I can't remember. And will be able to spot this hatchery if he decides to do so. A lot of Hellions are out, though, and I mean, he is going for mech, but he is going to want more tanks and Thors, not so many Hellions, especially if going against Roaches. And Stephano knows now that it's mech. It's like pretty obvious once you see a lot of Blue Flame Hellions. I mean, he only has to come up to here and see the siege tanks. So there's not really that much that Stephano needs to worry about. Only massing a lot of drones, which he's up to 62 right now, and then getting a lot of Roaches. And with a lot of Roaches and upgrades, which he is getting the Roach speed and the melee attacks. Interestingly enough, I'm having a lot of problems against mech as Zerg. So interestingly enough, Stephano's Dream is getting melee attack level 2, even though he knows it's mech, and I would usually get the range attacks. So this is quite an interesting move from Stephano. Why would you go Lings? Because I mean, Hellions are gonna just completely destroy all the Lings in your army quite easily. And Trauma is getting the vehicle weapon level 1, and even though he's got the double orbital here in the main, he's not expanding, and he's not making too many SCVs either, because as you can see, there's not that many. There's a lot of SCVs here in the natural, not so many in the main. It's actually quite undersaturated. Now finally moving this orbital command over to the gold, and one Hellion is there for some reason. And, I mean, if these siege tanks do attack this, that is the perfect moment to attack, once the siege tanks do waste attacks on these rocks. But of course, Stephano cannot really do that, and he's taking his own gold and this base as well. Going over to Hive Tech, probably that is timed. Indeed, 60 seconds to go and 70 seconds to go, so that is pretty much timed with his upgrade. So he's gonna go for 3-3 ASAP, and he's getting a lot of roaches, probably just to tank damage, because he's gonna need a lot of roaches to be able to kill these Hellions, and then he's gonna need a lot of lings to kill the rest. So I'm guessing that he's massing the roaches, and he's gonna go for the Hellions in the first engagement, and then he's gonna remax in lings, or at least get a lot of lings. But he's getting 7 more drones. He's probably going to be transferring a few drones over to the goal. Yes, indeed. Here they come. And he's getting another macro hatch. So he's going to be up to 7 hatcheries right now. 7 hatcheries are going to be pretty scary, let me tell you that. And he's not failing his injects at all. That is amazing by Stephano. He's so good with his mechanics. Even though he only has 1 queen over here, he still managed to inject in both hatches at once. That is like, how do you do that, Stephano? He's now getting Adrenal Glands as well, and a 3-3 indeed. Will he go Ultras? Because Ultras are pretty good, but I'm not sure if they are any good against Mech, to be honest. Because the fact that Mech does so much damage in one shot that Ultras can actually get killed very easily. I don't know. We'll see. He's now getting a few more lings, and oh, here is the engagement by all these roaches. Gonna be trying to target these aliens down, or the sea stunts. What's he going for? I'm sorry about that, guys. I am a bit ill right now, and not much got killed there, to be honest. I mean, Trauma is still 160 supply against the 174 of Stephano. He's making 50 lings though, and the whole purpose of this attack is to try and kill the sea stanks. And kill as many Hellions as possible. He is not really worried about Thors. Thors are going to be an easy target once his lings do come out. As you can see, he's got 2-2. And he's only got 1-0 here in the Blue Flame Hellions, which have 41 damage. They are going to two-shot these lings either way. And here come the lings, going to be killing these SCVs pretty easily. Yes, indeed, the SCVs do die. And here come the lings once again, but this army seems just completely unbeatable due to the number of Hellions that are here, which is up to 13 Hellions right now. 12 Hellions, and he just wants to kill these Hellions and be able to make more of these, Oh wow, very nice, getting the burrow. But does not manage to kill them, and will Stephano lose this game? He is on 5 bases, but his production just cannot keep up, and he's trying to trade, constantly killing one more Thor, but there's so many siege tanks over here. Oh no, and he managed to kill all siege tanks, almost 147 supply. Stephano is the same supply, but he's got much better upgrades. We'll see what he managed to do. Unicorn is still only 83 drones though, 259 CVs, so Stephano's army supply is much lower, and here come the lings, gonna be targeting the siege tanks, and he kills most of the siege tanks, and more lings coming. There's, oh no, so many more siege tanks coming on the way, and there's not that many Hellions anymore, but I think it will be enough. Stephano, are you gonna be able to do anything? So I mean, more and more siege tanks and Hellions are coming, and Trauma is actually not bringing them to the battle. Okay, there they are. And Trauma is actually expanding again, but here comes another engagement. Stephano just has so few units, I think he's going to have to GG momentarily. Here come the Manor Mules. All the roaches you get in Ravage, and Stephano leaves the game without a GG. Wow, I've never ever seen that, but he must be pretty mad because of these Manor Mules. Wow, so Stephano losing against Mech in a pretty convincing fashion. I think I will continue going for my roach attack upgrades. So yeah, that was a pretty fun game. Trauma managing to beat Stephano with Mech play. Mech is pretty imba, as we all know. Well, I'm not sure really. You really need to. I think you really need to drop against Mech, to be honest. You don't really want to engage head on. But Stephano tried to do that and obviously failed as he lost the game. But it was a GG, and it was quite fun. I hope you guys have enjoyed that, and I hope you will follow us here on YouTube. And I hope you'll tune in for future videos. So thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you around.